Execration. Kasi Neo Atomic, like we mentioned, sila yung top of their group na they started 3-0 and Execration naman they started 2-0. Series victory yun, so that's like 4-0 and 6-0. So Neo Atomic 6-1 lang, and obviously 5-0 for Execration. At least Neo Atomic, if they want to, you know, be at par at with Execration and advance to the playoffs, mas maganda rin na mag 1-1 sila dito. Well, now, that is Doom and Leshrak. Doom was very successful dun sa ating previous na match. That was game number 1. Isa sa mga talagang initiator nila per se mula sa Execration. It starts the fight for them. It doesn't really, you know, stunts or anyone, pero it starts the fight, which is great.
And because if you start off a fight with a Doom, napaka big deal na nun. Like you're taking one person like almost basically out of the equation.
Correct.
Time and time again, nakikita natin yung Doom. Ang gaganda ng pasok niya, ang gaganda ng mga Doom niya, and there was, you know, they were unable to respond to this completely. But having said this, Neo Atomic, one of the more salient points that I did want to mention is, I mean, if we are looking at how the game played out in terms of the macro scale here, yung Neo Atomic, hindi nila nagawa yung pick playstyle na plinano nila from the beginning. Kasi nakita natin, ang ganda ng team ng pick potential nila, pero I guess napaka-stable, napaka-steady ng team play ng Execration na hindi nangyari. And the funny thing is, it's actually Execration who was taking the fight to Neo Atomic time after time after time.
I think what you're trying to say is yung Neo Atomic, hindi nila na-accomplish yung win conditions nila. Which was to get the pickoffs. It's one of their, sabihin natin, most obvious, more easier na win conditions nila.
To get the pick off, to survive the mid game, and to get into the late game with the right equipment. None of those things happened for them.
Exactly.
Because of, again, ang ganda na nga ng play ng Execration doon, which was to just shut down the pick potentials of Neo Atomic, which was to just outlane and outmaneuver. And you saw it time and time again. Ang ganda kasi ng individual skill ng Execration dun that there was a lot of times that things should have went Neo Atomic's way, but again, going back to yung performance ng Dragonite kanina in that big clash which you mentioned earlier, nagma-micro lang siya, ang tagal niyang nabuhay, and that bought so much space and time for Execration to come back into that fight and take that fight for themselves. I mean, we didn't see that on the other side, sad to say. Neo Atomic, kahit pumalag sila, kahit napakaganda ng laban for a while, Execration somehow slipped away.
Now, interestingly na dito sa ating MPGL, I think this is like the 5th at least time na makikita ko na yung Clockwork pinipilian laban sa Gyrocopter. But on paper naman, it's great against Gyrocopter kasi ang natural na kukunin mo sa Clockwork is the Blade Mail. Now, the idea for Gyro is ang dami niya kasing uncontrollable damage per se. Na pag napatuloy niya, for example, Cold Down, Black Cannon, and Rocket Barrage, and even the Homing Missile. Kapag nakas na niya,
back to you.
Hindi na niya mapipigilan yun pag nakas na niya. So, with the Blade Mail, it's easy to kind of deal with the Gyrocopter.
In theory, but sometimes kasi pag tumabay ang Gyrocopter
with the
BKB, wala, mahirap yan, and that's exactly what we've been seeing lately. Still the same standard picks here. Gyrocopter again coming out, Bane again, Wind Ranger as we saw earlier, napakaganda ng Wind Ranger from the previous team naman. I think that was last game. Doom still here, and Clockwork, napaka-stable yata ng meta natin ngayon. Same heroes as we see being played consistently, but comfort pick coming out with that Wind Ranger, I think.
So Beastmaster pick for Neo Atomic. Wind Ranger, we don't know yet kung ito ba isang support or is this a core. This is the open pick para sa Neo Atomic, but you know, kind of clothe their lineup a little bit from the Execration side. Puck ang answer ng Execration dito. So much magic damage for Neo Atomic, against Neo Atomic. Napakaganda sa start ng ating laban, but you know, it could bite them in the end.
Yes.
When the Gyrocopter and the Beastmaster gets their BKB.
It's, to me, this game is all gonna be about that mid-game area, those team fights, and even the laning phase here. Not too much, I guess, in the late game. But what I'm looking to see is those team fights in the middle of the game. See sino yung mananalo sa mga team fight, kung sino yung makaka-outplay. Dito na sa tingin ko lalabas yung mga individual skill, which is always relevant, I'd have to say. But I don't know how important it is in the late game with the team fights. But again, as we said, looking at the team composition, ang ganda ng team fight potential for both teams.
Tinkerbad. So this could mean Execution looking to get the Void para dito kay Nado perhaps, because Puck will be at, I think, controlled by Carl sa mga standard picks niya, I would say. Tapos may binan dito na Slarg from Neon Atomic. No, why?
5 seconds
Siguro
remaining.
it's a great matchup versus the Beastmaster. At Gyrocopter generally struggles laban sa isang Slark because of the shadow dance. So pwede lang siyang talanan. No, nonetheless. So, Execration, their last pick is...
Phantom Lancer.
Oh! Okay. You know, you generally get the PL if you ban the Tinker. That's correct. Kasi Tinker naturally counters the PL. Problem ko dito is, ang daming ways to deal with Phantom Lancer. Meron kang Gyro. To use the Flak Cannon, Beastmaster, Whirling Act, Wild Access to clear out the illusions.
And if you somehow manage to isolate and find the right one, there's Bane with the Fiend's Grip, the Wind Ranger to follow up, and the Shout as well from the Beastmaster. So
5 seconds
it will be relatively easy, I think, depending on the situation, to lock down that Phantom Lancer. We'll see, we'll see.
We'll see.
It's all about yung play nga nila, kung tama yung daloy ng game.
So Neon Atomic, kailangan nila ng isang way to also deal with Phantom Lancer while providing naman yung kanilang magic immunity. So Lifestealer syempre is out of the pool. I don't think that Lifestealer is great for Neon Atomic. At least pwede silang mag-jug, number 1. Pwede rin silang mag-Sven na naturally goes for BKB at hindi sila mahihirapan to clear out all of those illusions. And doesn't really have a problem with Doom kasi pag nag-jump in na siya with BKB God Strength, doesn't matter kung ma-Doom mo siya, can easily get out of there. So Jug, Doom, looking for Neon Atomic. They can also consider isang mid laner naman, parang have the Gyrocopters their safe lane. Consider another mid laner. DP is there, I guess. Konka?
Yeah, maybe. What I did want to mention is, in terms of initiate potential, I do like how Execration is looking. Execration rather, sorry. The Puck brings a lot of hard initiate into the game, and I think that, and as well as the clockwork. So makikita natin siguro yung clockwork yung Puck yung unang papasok. Hopefully to get that pick.
SF.
Now select your
This is a risky pick for me, I think, especially considering the gank potential here of Execration. But having said that, if a Shadow Fiend gets out of control...
Yeah, okay. So, ang idea ngayon sa Shadow Fiend na touch sa medyo sa patch natin, hindi naman siya exactly na nerf. Siguro pinabagal yung kanyang movement speed, but as per nerf per se, hindi naman siya. Medyo na-rework siya na either you go for magic or you parang either you double down sa magic build or double down ka sa physical build. Now, I think the Shadow Fiend should go for magic build dito para at least ma-clear out yung Phantom Lancer illusions agad. And then you go for BKB. Once na nag-jump in yung Phantom Lancer, easy way for you to deal with him is Requiem of Souls or like Shadow Raises a piece. But that is easier dealt with na isang Phantom Lancer. Ang masasabi ko dito is merong direct na damage ang isang Shadow Fiend na pang answer niya sa Phantom Lancer, but Phantom Lancer surely has got a lot more moves. Mas marami siyang approach kung paano manalo sa Shadow Fiend. So I'm gonna still favor the draft of Execration, kahit pa sabihin nating medyo awit para sa akin yung Phantom Lancer versus Gyro, pero overall hindi ko nagustuhan yung last pick mula dito sa Neon Atomic.
Yeah, that Shadow Fiend, maybe it's a comfort pick. Maybe it's like something na parang, oh, magaling ka naman mag-SF. Let's see how far we can go with it. Let's let the pieces fall where they may and see how good we can get with that, how good we can get with that, that pick. How much, yeah, but early on, that's a nice early ward right there.
I don't know if it was spotted by the Gyro. Well, hindi naman nila piniping, so probably hindi nga nila nakita. Tsaka meron din ng mga trees na, hindi nga kita. Kasi problem is, meron mga trees na nagbablock dun sa vision na nasa high ground. So kahit pa nasa high ground siya, si Gyro, hindi pa rin niya makikita yung clockwork na nasa baba.
And it looks like it's gonna be a steady start. I don't know if anyone's gonna try to take any runes. I think it will be a bot lane contestation here for the bot lane. So tingnan natin.
Pakilala muna pala natin dito ang ating mga
huwag
teams.
natin malimutan.
Sa bandang Execration side, you have the Radiant. You have, baliktad pala. On the Radiant side, you have Execration, Kimo on the Clockwork, Nando sa kanyang Phantom Lancer, Carl Puck, Grim, Slashrock, and Ewe sa kanyang Doom.
Yeah. And Skydilicious is going to be on that Gyrocopter, GRN is going to be Wind Ranger, Sugo on that Bane, Mark will be Shadow Fiend, and lastly, Vumevu.
Yeah.
is
Vuye.
Vuye is gonna be on that Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Mga cultured na tao, mga marunong mag-French.
Okay, well, ito na. Mid lane matchup, Bane may kasamang Shadow Fiend. It's not gonna end well for the back to Puck, to be honest, to start. So meron siyang free harass dito coming out of his teammate. Well, fortunately, meron siyang Disorder Orb dito to make sure na makuha niya yung range creep, which is, again, the most important creep set. First wave of the creeps.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of experience and the goal that you do want to have your way. So it's very important to always get that range creep. And that stuff stacks up eh. Kasi nakita nga natin kanina, kahit yung last game, napakalaki ng creep score advantage na napunta sa Execration na kahit, oh, that's a missed...
Parang kahit 5 minutes yata may, I'm not sure kung 5 minutes, pero meron time na sobrang early pero 3,000 na net worth.
I think that was 10 minutes.
10 minutes, diba?
Something like 10 minutes. Like
What? That was a lot.
So for early game, that's such a big deal naman. And we're going again, still standard 2-1-2 formation here, which is as popular as the meta dictates right now. Nothing really we can change right there unless they suddenly somehow decide na i-buff yung jungle again, which I would like to see personally.
Okay. So this is a support na main ranger, like we're seeing right now. Siya yung first blood. Not the start you want for a support main ranger. Normally gusto mo ikaw yung nangaharas, ikaw yung nang-zone out dahil sa power shot mo. And sometimes you go for Orb of Venom even dun sa isang Wind Ranger para mangharas, but unfortunately siya yung first blood dito and mapupunta siya sa side ng Execration.
That was rather unfortunate kasi nga that I think there was 3 of them there at that point. Somehow they still lost that engagement.
Ooh. And once na umalis na yung Bane sa lane, you can see na yung Puck then is magkaroon ng much better time dito versus the Shadow Fiend. In fact, 10-3 ang ating Puck. 11-3, 6-1 only for the Shadow Fiend, and mukhang lamang talaga sa experience dito yung Puck as we're seeing right now. Even, not gonna get the deny, pero overall, this is an easier lane now for the Puck.
Yeah, and
the
harassment, the long-range harassment is gonna be there as well, kaya mafa-force back yung Shadow Fiend na to. I mean, it's gonna be about the Shadow Rays and how many souls he can collect para may yung auto-attack niya medyo mas masakit. So if he somehow... What?
Why did that courier walk that way? Miscoms at, well, that's a lot of gold.
Oo nga.
Para sa Neo Atomic.
That's a big deal, ah. That's not a joking matter to get that courier this early on.
Correct.
3 minutes in and you get that amount of gold. That's one item.
That's one item. Also, hindi makakuha ng item sa kalaban mo as the homie misa hits backward, pero dalawang start type heroes.
Yeah.
And stay dito sa top lane, I would say.
Yeah, I think it looks might be a gank here. Oh no, it's gonna miss. That might backfire on him as they try to re-engage, but it doesn't look like it. The Infernal Blade will do a lot of damage, but not enough to take anyone down. So ayun, steady lang ngayon.
Oh, and also a courier flying out.
Alanganin na naman yung courier na yan eh.
Tamandalan.
Oh,
well, fortunately for the offlane, puro mga ano pa lang to, mga melee. Yeah. Yung Radiant, kaya hindi nila maabot din naman yung range.
Yeah, so no risk naman so masyado to get that career.
Yep.
But actually, you know what I did want to talk about? What do you think Neon Atomic has to do in order to get back on this game?
They are, to be honest, they don't have to panic. They can stay dito sa lane nila. Pero I think yung kailangan nilang i-change up dito is make the mid game much better for the Shadow Fiend, and it's easy to do that. Secure stacks for the Shadow Fiend. Mag-stack sila para sa SF, and not only that mag-ward sila around it. Make sure na kapag level 5 na si SF, which in turn is level 3 phases, bigyan na nila ng time para makakuha ng stacks na yon si Shadow Fiend. So as far as transitioning into the mid game goes, Neon Atomic, they have their ways naman para makabalik.
Yeah, but as I say this, it looks like there's going to be real pressure on the top lane here. It looks like there's going to be second death as we go into the top lane for an engagement, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any more than this. Doom is going to be getting out of this with his life. The healing salve will be popped, and that's going to secure his life, but already someone has fallen, so 1-1 is going to be the scoreline.
So, for Execration naman, almost ganun din. Although, ang change-up naman sa kanila is mas madali silang lumaban. So, imagine yung Puck na meron ng Dream Coil, tapos Doom available na kanyang Doom. Kaya na lumaban. Leshrac, always fight ready naman kahit pa sabihin nating level 4 lang siya when those ganks happen. Malaki pa rin yung ambag niya as far as damage goes. So, Execration, ang change-up sa kanila heading to the mid-game is to Teamfight.
Yeah, despite the fact that Leshrac, you'd see him nerfed from what he used to do like way back when. His kit is still really good, but the Shadow Rays dodge is there, nice. Blink out, but the cogs are going to be raiding through. They are now trapped within inside, and the Nightmare is going to be stopping that puck in his location, but everybody is super low, and I think they can finish them off right now. Bane is still sitting on 1 HP. Illusory Orb looks to finish him off and does, but the power shot is there. Nothing yet for him, though. Nice attempt.
Okay, ano man sabi ko lang, yung dodge doon sa Shadow Fiend, sobrang lupit. So, nangyari is, na-force out yung phase shift sa kanya. So, naturally, yung SF will go for the play. Oops, hindi niya na-dodge yung power shot, pero okay lang. So, going back is, na-dodge niya, na-dodge niya yung physical attack with phase shift. So, ibig sabihin na-force out yung phase shift. So, naturally, for Shadow Fiend, meron ka na ngayon opening para makapagdalawang raises. So, napatama yung unang raise, pero yung pangalawa, it didn't hit, which would have been really scary for the puck. Pero syempre, yung puck, ginamit niya yung Illusory Orb tapos John agad para ma-dodge yung second raise na yun, and that was beautiful.
Ganda nga ng blink out niya for that play, and somehow even though barely surviving, come back into that fight, even getting that final kill onto the Bane. But as I say, das Lumic does get the kill onto GRN, who was the Wind Ranger. But it looks like it's going to be another clash here in the bottom lane. The body blocking is coming out, but I don't know if they're going to follow up on this. They're just hiding in the woods right now. Can Beastmaster find the kills he needs? The stun is going to come out. I know it's going to be the slow. The Phantom Lancer will look to do so much damage here, and it looks like Beastmaster is going to finally fall.
Eventually, I mean, it was scary dun sa ating Leshrac kasi parang dun nila-right click siya ni Beastmaster, nasasaktan din siya, pero eventually siya rin naman talaga ay napatay doon with 3 members of Execration collapsing onto that Beastmaster.
Yeah, so 5-1 right now, scoreline 1K, less than 1K gold advantage. Still not so bad here for Neonatomic, but again, the momentum, the match is in favor of Execration. Kaya ngayon titignan natin kung paano ng Neonatomic paano sila makakabawi.
Again, stacks, yun ang masasabi ko dito. Tapos pwede pa sila mag-ancient stacks din kasi kaya din mag-take ng gyrocopter ng mga ancient stacks if ever. And then syempre tutulungan siya ng SF. Overall, makakuha sila ng mas magandang gold heading towards the mid-game. If we just look at the net worth, pwede natin assume na yung Puck tsaka yung Phantom Lancer yung nakakalamang as far as net worth goes.
But before you go into that, actually, last hits and denies, look at the Shadow Fiend. Nakabawi siya over the Puck. So somehow, even though that Puck gets the kill or the engagements earlier, nakakuha ni Shadow Fiend na bumawi in terms of creep score, CS.
Thankfully enough, para dun sa SF naman meron siyang advantage ng pag-take ng jungle cap, so it's probably why yung CS niya hindi rin ganun kababa.
Nakaka-wave clear siya ng maayos because of his Shadow Rays, and that's a big deal going on. But it looks like it's going to be a 3-man gank here on top. No, make that 4. It looks like Gyrocopter will fall shortly. Teleport will come out. Wind Ranger looking to get into this fight, but it might be too little too late, and she's already caught out right now. Can she even get away? Shackle Shot will come out to help her get away, but the stun will not land. They're going to be chasing her through her own jungle, but the slow will rain through, and she is done for. Double kill right there for the Doom.
No one stopping them to get more. Yun na nga, may stun nakakasa dito, but the presence of the SF, the presence of the Dark takes them off. I mean, pushes them back. Samantala, yung Phantom Lancer actually napatay sa may bottom lane. So this SF, I think, ito na. Dito ko naman sabi na siya na talaga ang pinamataas si Network dito after getting all those solo pickups and getting all the CS.
Things are starting to look better here for Neonatomic, I think. But at the same time, Execration rather, they look like they're in a good position in terms of yung engagement, yung short skirmishes. But as I say this, exactly what I meant. Puck getting another kill. That's a killing spree for him. But at the same time, Leshrac, he's gonna get caught off. So that's a trade kill. But I don't think that's such a big deal kasi si Puck ngayon nakakuha ng first kill and Shadow Fiend gets the other kill, sure. So it's gonna be a pretty balanced 1-to-1 trade, but the map control is more in favor of Execration. The problem is, all the way in bottom lane here, Phantom Lancer doing work onto the tower, trying to get it super low, and he's gonna do a lot of damage. But finally, magre-respond. Nandito na si Gyrocopter. Will he get caught out? Homing missile will not be there to stop him.
Napakadali din naman i-dodge ng homing missile if you're the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, you just W out.
W. Yeah, that's a doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Dati kasi doppel walk was doppel walk, but you know, times have changed. 8-3 ating score. 1,000 net worth 8 for Execration. Still curious to see kung sino yung pinakamayaman na dito sa ating mouse. You know, nice bait. And there's the roar. And sobrang bilis ng pangyayari. Hindi ko man lang nasabing primal roar, but that was an easy kill. That's a puck.
Illusory orb right into the waiting arms of the primal roar right there. It's medyo unfortunate if you're puck there.
At nag-sorry na lang dito si Carl, kanyang puck.
Yeah, I guess hindi niya rin na-expect na may nag-iintay na doon. Nahuli din siya. Tapos ang bilis na mag-collapse nila onto that puck. But still, I wouldn't say things are too bad for him right now. Go into the sort of mid-game area. Tignan nga natin quickly ang nangyayari sa top. It looks like another fight is going to be breaking out here. Shadow Fiend looking to get this clockwork, and Bane isn't too far off, but he's going to be pushed back. And I don't think they're going to continue this fight right here. 3 people though in bot lane here for Neon Atomic. Will they decide to push onto the lane, capitalize on what just happened? Mukhang mababa na yung mukhang mababa na yung HP ng tower na to, but it looks like a teleport is going to come out to help them defend this tower, and I think that they will just fall back and just stop the aggression there.
So 8-4. This is a closer game as we're seeing. Hindi lang sa kills, hindi sa skirmishes, but also sa farm. Na parang hindi ganun karami. If you look at it, nagpapalitan lang sila ng less than 1k net worth lead. So that's around 500. So pwede mong assume na talagang dead even yung ating game natin dito. I mean, not zero lead per se, pero alam mo yun.
Yeah.
But,
the smoke gank is coming out, and it looks like they're going to be pinching their location onto this Doom. But in the meantime, on top lane, they're looking for Gyrocopter. Can they dive him? Wind Ranger is here to help him out, but she is already getting so low and instantly bursted down. The backup has not worked out. The backup will backfire, in fact, as Gyrocopter as well will fall out. So a little bit of a misplay as bottom lane Doom will fall out. So it's a little bit of a consolation prize there to get that Doom, but still.
Yep. Overall, mas masaya dun yung Execration. Nakakuha sila ng push sa top. Dun sa may bottom, madedepensa nila. Tapos nakakuha sila ng 2 kill. Just like to really commend Execration dun sa play na yun. Kasi parang nung nagkaroon sila ng vision versus Neon Atomic, hindi sila agad nag-overcommit. I mean, they walk towards the general direction nung Gyrocopter.
Yeah.
Pero, nung nagkasala ng cooldown, surely hindi nila kita yung AoE. Pero, you know, they surveyed it around. Tapos nag-back sila ng konti, making sure na hindi sila tinama ng cooldown. And making sure na yung gank na yun fully successful without any casualties.
Maganda nga yung gank nila. And they managed, for me, medyo misplaced sa akin yung Wind Ranger blinking coming in at that point. Kasi she was already surrounded. At that point, I think they could have just given that top tower, but hold that thought right there. It looks like Bane's going to be caught out. He's going to miss that. Oh, she's super duper low, and it looks like the Pulse Noble will rain. True, and that's going to be the first kill onto this short skirmish that we've just had. So we're going back to the point that we mentioned earlier. I don't know if the Wind Ranger should have TP'd in for that kasi feeling ko TP out, but that's a dream call. That's gonna land. The Primal Roar will land as well. Illusory Orb will look to follow it up, but no, it's gonna be just a 1-to-1 trade here.
Wow, that was ballsy play coming out of Execration. Committing yung dream goal sa isang support under tier 2 tower. At yun nga na-punish sila with 1-for-1 na trade-off. It's not a complete punish, pero again, we don't really want to give away kills like that, especially kung nag-commit ka ng isang dream call, isang team fighting tool. Well, they still will reap the benefits of it.
Sayang, they didn't get to push as much as they wanted to. I think the idea was to get a push kasi kukuha sila ng tower.
But on the mid. Nice haste. Ito, wala silang dream call. So dito sana kung meron silang dream call, but wasn't available. Now Grims is very low. He will be taken out. And Mark will get the last hit.
So finally, Neon Atomic chiming in with some damage and attacks of their own. But no, that's a nice hook shot to land onto that Wind Ranger. And I think she's not long for this world. The stun will come out, but it's not enough. Or is it? Because she can get away right now, taking away with the urn.
Oh, no.
And she will fall, I think, in the end.
And he will. That was 1-for-1 trade-off paring Ilustrado dito. And that was a solo pick-up para sa support versus support. Surely kung support versus core yan, I mean core versus support, it's not much. Pero yung support versus support, ang daming experience na makukuha. Also, gold-wise, hindi na masama para sa ating Clockwork. So, that will, you know, improve yung quality of life na meron ng ating Clockwork.
We already know how hard it is to be support, but look at this Bane sitting right on top of this Phantom Lancer. Fiend's Grip is gonna come out. I don't think, yeah, I think it's gonna be Phantom Lancer's death here right now. Call down will not land on anyone as they try to pursue Leshrac, and they could just back out here, so the TP not working out. But in the mid lane, Shadow Fiend looks like has been doomed, and he's going to be dead at the moment. Will they chase for this? It looks like it will not be any trades at the moment, but they will try to slow him down, and the pursuit will slow and come to a conclusion.
He's looking for a power shot angle dito, pero I don't think that's smart to ambitious. I think malayo na masyado yung puck away from the fight. And they will get an important kill. Yes, napatayin sila dito ng isang carry, pero napatay din nila yung most farm hero sa side na Neon Atomic, which was the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, and that's gonna bring him down. Just like, actually, medyo level kung tingnan mo eh. Everybody is sort of leveled in terms of net worth.
Naku po, hindi na kailangan ng hook shot dito. Just preparing it, there's so much damage. Alam mo, parang Ilustrado, you can get like 1,000 total damage just by using the battery assault.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage isolated correctly, you know, and it's one thing that's a big concern. This is the second time that's happened. Pangalawang beses na nahuli si Wind Ranger dito sa jungle, which begs the question, why don't they take that map control for themselves? Kasi nahuli na sila.
Tama ka dyan. And if you are Neon Atomic, hindi mo pwedeng i-give up yung specific na part ng yung kaliwang, yung kanan na jungle. Kasi you can see, tatlo yung pwede mong i-farm dyan ng easily. And he's still there. Ito yun eh, kasi yun yung isang farming spot ng gyro ng SF kasi sobrang dali clear dahil sa flank cannon. Pag nag-stack sila dyan, kaya nilang mag-generate na sobrang daming gold. Pero again, dahil sa control na meron doon yun.
They're not stopping. Another hook shot is going to come out right now, and it's going to be the kill. Double kill for him. Looks like it's going to be another fight, and they'll look to continue this aggression here. Bane is going to be brought down solo. There is a buyback. Bane is here. Will it be a dieback for this buyback? And it looks like they're going to be pressuring that tower. Will they take it? And ito na nga yung result ng map control na nakuha nila tong area na to. And they're going to deny even the farms right here.
Correct.
Also, it's their access to the secret shop.
Isa pa yan.
And you know, what if the courier tries to buy something? They're gonna catch him off guard. And daming potential situations that could go wrong. But it looks like Neon Atomic want to finally get something going their way. I like this idea to get a smoke gank going. So we'll see kung, you know, if it does pay out. It's always risky to do this, but we'll see if they can manage to find something going their way. They could catch off Doom here. He is sitting alone, and they actually see the courier. Primarroar is available. Can they get close enough to do it? Yes, he will land it, and it looks like he's going to be bursted down immediately. Shadow Rays will land as well as the auto attack, and that's going to be the life taken away from Doom.
So good pick-up dun. Definitely mula sa Neon Atomic. It was a Roar committed siya smoke, tapos hindi naman support ako nila. Actually got a core. So overall, great para sa Neon Atomic, buying them time to even try to push this thing. So lang isabihin din kanina yung textbook warding dito sa mga Execration. Kasi ako, naalala ko dati nung inaaral ko yung warding, ang pinaka-basic na naturo sa akin is sa start sa early game, yung ward mo is try mong, gusto mo magkaroon ng vision sa line up ng river. So parang i-cross mo siya with your vision.
Yeah.
Tapos as you progress dun sa game, as you become more farmed eventually, iangat mo siya na iangat. So mapapansin nyo yung mga wardings dito na Execration, nandun na sa second quadrant nung Neon Atomic as wow, this could be a fight breaking up here.
And it looks like the Bane is going to be caught off guard here. Illusory Orb will finish her off eventually. Will they continue to chase into the territory of the Dar? Yes, nice hook shot to land onto the Wind Ranger. Does get trapped, and the call down will rain through. Can she finish it off? Can they follow up on this? But I don't think it's going to be the case right now. They're still chasing here, but Blink is going to run. That's a nice Blink in to finish off. That's a mega kill right there.
Yeah. For Execration, I think yung Earn, yung nag-last hit doon sa may banda sa may Wind Ranger.
Yeah, I thought Puck got that kasi na-burst na niya nun, but
yeah, the last possible take was enough to get the mega kill for Kimo. And again, meron ng Blade Mail dito, yung ating Clockwork. Medyo hindi pala medyo. Talagang concerning ito para sa ating Neon Atomic squad kasi medyo malayo pa yung BKB dito ng Gyrocopter for maybe 5 to 7 minutes bago pa makarating yung BKB. Unless unahin nyo yun, which is not the most optimal timing for a BKB kasi baka hindi rin siya ganun ka-effective since wala kang damage, diba? So, surely, itong Blade Mail purchased by Kimo not only wins them teamfights, but also forces the enemies to, you know, itemize, not optimized.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's oxymoron, but it works. I get it. Somehow, though, I think they're going to take the bottom lane, but the homing missile will find its way into that Doom, just forcing him back. And I don't know if they're gonna chase here. Hookshot will somehow land, and he's gonna be trapped right now. Gyrocopter has no way to escape, and the Blade Mail will also be popped right now. Can they get this kill? Call down will land, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. They're chasing him far into the jungle. It's gonna be another kill here. Unstoppable for Lumic. Onto that clockwork.
Solo kill. Can you see the fight recap dito direct? Ito may damage na 1.3. Sadly, hindi natin makikita yung parang pagkakaiwalay ng damage nun, but it just shows how much damage yung sa clockwork nagawa with those battery assaults. Pero, interestingly, kanina pa medyo nasustruggle si Nando. I mean, surely nakapag-farm siya, hindi naman natin pwedeng i-take away yun sa kanya. Pero, meron siyang mga uncharacteristic deaths dito.
Gusto ko sanang pag-usapan actually is if Neon Atomic here go 0 and 2 rather, I think they'll be okay. Kasi as we said nga, they're at the top of the bracket, na kahit sila matalo ng 0-2, they're still gonna be in the middle and they're gonna have a still good chance to qualify here.
True.
Kasi okay pa naman yung performances nila in the other times of the other games of the tournament. Pero I mean, sure, they'd like to keep that momentum going and get the win, and that's what it's all about in the end. A lot of the times you'll see it. Yung momentum, yung deciding factor.
Sleep into the shackle. Beautifully done mula dito sa Neon Atomic. Kung patay dito yung Dome, pero buhay pa siya. Actually, pwede pa siya mag-turn around Dome dito. Pero full mamba out mula sa Execration. Kimo falling low. Ganda nung kag siya dito, pero pinatulog muna siya. Another setup could be possible, but he's far too tanky. Here comes the jump in mula dito kay Carl. That human dream call. The silence na rin. Hindi sila makatakas. Patay dito yung isa. Dahil na-snap nga naman yung dream call na yun. And Kimo gets the wicked 6 streak. Just like that, 2 members down of Neon Atomic.
Grabe nga ng performance dito ng Puck kanina pa siya eh. Like even sir,
I agree.
He's been raining terror here onto the side of Neon Atomic, like consistently yung mga ganks niya, yung mga pasok niya with the Dream Coil, with the Illusory Orb. Ang lupit ng performance dito ng Puck. Tapos makikita natin, lagi siya nandun kung kailangan niya ng maging present for a team fight, for a push, anything.
Yeah.
I mean, here we'll see Shadow Fiend, you know, stopping that push kasi napakaganda nga ng wave clear niya. Pero tingnan natin kung it will be enough kasi at the moment medyo shut down yung side ng Neon Atomic.
Alright, 22-10, 6,000 net worth lead ng Execration. Tapos I think wala, may bigay na si SF but the Gyrocopter still doesn't. So ibig sabihin, magkakaroon pa na mas maraming openings dito ang Execration heading towards the, you know, the mid game as we're saying. Say Carl, I like yung itemization dito ng isang Puck na lalo na pag sobrang ahead ka, you wanna go for early boots of travel para makapunta ka sa iba't ibang lanes, pressure it, i-clear out mo agad, and then get back to another lane dahil sa movement speed mo and maneuverability. So, eventually, nakuha ka ng sobrang daming farm and also sobrang daming levels. Yeah. Which then amplifies you to get to the level that lagi nga lang nahuli siya dito. This might be the end. It will be.
That's the second time he's been caught out of position, but it looks like the team fight will continue on as they look to finish the fight here. It's gonna be Bane to fall, but they look like they're gonna tower dive right here. The TPs are gonna be coming out. No. Requiem of Souls lands nicely, and they're gonna get the double kill right now. He's gonna keep going, but the Blade Mail is popped out. Can they follow up on this? Will the Shackle shot land? He needs to get this hit, but they're gonna be chasing into that jungle. Homing missile will come out, and that's gonna shut down the clockwork, and Phantom Lancer still here, trying to land that. Finally does go down in the end. The call, and the Shackle is nice. It is good, and they're going to be taking down the Phantom Lancer, but somehow he blinks out. Can he continue? Can he survive? But I don't think he's long for this world, and finally they will take him down. That's 4 people down on the side of Execration. Finally, Neon Atomic showing signs of life.
Exactly, and this is more about Execration overextending. Yung masasabi ko dito, that was definitely a mistake para sa Execration. So, masyado silang gusto kumuha ng kill na yan, but again, na micro sila nung SF able to take down the Scadacious Gyro, surely. Pero tingin ko kasi after nung kill nila dun sa they shouldn't have chased for the Shadow Fiend. Yun lang gusto ko sabihin doon. Kasi sobrang na micro sila. Pumunta na sa puno, nag-requiem. That is classic Dota na hindi ko alam bakit pa kayo na naloloko ng mga ganun.
Like you know that he's there hiding, ready to burst with his ulti. Tapos hahanapin mo pa siya dun. Kaya medyo alanganin yung ginawa nila. But at the same time, Beastmaster here in the shadows lurking out, but they spot him. Dream Coil will land, and I think he's done here. Oh, he might actually get the Leshrac, and I think he does. Can he continue this? But Beastmaster is here. He has backup right now. Shadow Fiend is right there. Does not land the raise. Somehow the Illusory Orb will save him. The blink out is right there. Can they continue this pursuit? And it looks like Puck might be caught out here. Can they keep chasing him? I don't know if this is a good idea. There's no backup here for this Puck, but he is still so mobile. I think they're gonna give up this chase soon enough.
I think they should. Tamang haras lang mula dun sa Beastmaster, 24-15. And what could have been Execration's easy win this game, medyo napaasim na naman sila doon. Classic Pinoy na mentality na just dive and dive and dive.
Ayun nga, lagi tayong nag-GG sa...
Pero okay lang, at least entertaining yung mga laban natin.
At least, I mean, laban kung sa laban, di ba? Pero ito na naman tayo, si Pak medyo mag-aasim na naman siya. Like, he's gotten caught off like time and time again. I mean, medyo na overconfident siya sa tingin ko. And that's a little bit risky. Kasi kung Pak ka ng ganyan, tas ang ganda na ng map awareness mo, you need to play smarter than before. Kasi napakalaki na nga ng advantage mo, napakalaki na ng map presence mo. Kung magkamali ka lang, ang dali mong ma-shutdown. But at the same time, it could pay off. So, Pak needs to play smart here.
And like we mentioned, nung 18-minute mark, after 5 to 7 minutes, makakuha siya ng BKB. And exactly at that moment, 25 minutes now, nakuha na niya yung BKB niya. Question is this actually gonna win you fights? Surely, hindi ka mapapatay agad. But, can you actually dish out the damage with this? It's a big question ngayon, especially na may pipe na sa side ng Execration to, you know, stop the magic damage coming out from Neon. Tapos, meron din namang physical damage mula sa Phantom Lancer ang Execration. So, let's see if that will be, what will prove to be the right item ngayon para sa Neon.
Sa tingin ko, kaya pa naman ng Neon Atomic to pull this back. Kasi, tinan mo naman yung gold. Halos 1k lang naman yung pinagkaiba nila. Kahit sabihin natin, napakadami ng kills na nakukuha ng Execration at the moment. Neon Atomic, all they need is 1 or 2 good team fights na sila mananalo. Na they're gonna get an objective, say team fight, objective, boom, nasa lead na sila nun. And as long as Neon Atomic plays smart, I think they can come back from this. But at the same time, Execration needs to play smart also and not throw their lead right now.
Correct. And I think this is a smarter play. But, you know, the right, step in the right direction, hindi ginawa niya topic to smoke. Find a kill. Tama naman. Unfortunately, one step ahead of Execration, they kind of read through it. Na, tama naman Pag wala nagpapakita sa mapa, could only mean one thing.
Yeah, they're probably in rush or they're trying to gank you with a smoke. Yun lang naman yun.
You know, all you have to do is, you know, wait for... Kasi alam ng mga teams na yung timing ng smoke. So that's around a minute or 50 seconds or so. So, mag-tuck behind your safety of your towers ka lang ng 30 to 50 seconds. Not bad at all. Hindi na mawawalan doon. And you eventually will, you know, have the better control of the map.
And the Lincoln Sphere finally coming out for that Puck. Ang hirap nang patayin ng Puck at the moment. And I think he really needs it kasi lately parang nasa-shutdown siya So, Puck does need this Lincoln Sphere para maka-free roam siya, para makapag-dish out lang siya ng damage na hindi siya pinapunish. But as we're saying this, it is nothing yet. Napaka-anticlimactic na nangyari.
Fake hype. Fake hype.
Fake hype. But no, not fake hype kasi mahuhuli dito ang Bane. Na-punish siya, matagal siya masyadong nakatago sa puno. Okay. Dream Coil.
Dream Coil sa lupa, the proverbial. I mean, pag mayroong mga puck games para sa start, alam mo, hindi pwedeng mawala yung mga Dream Coil sa lupa. Na, classic na yun.
Like, matic na yun.
Matic na yan. Well, you know, di pa natin pala nakakamusta yung mga viewers natin yan. Shoutout naman sa inyo mga chong. And, well, yeah. Uy, si paring Tads nandyan. Is that so? Shoutout sa iyo, si Beerbud. Big shoutouts, my man. Thank you for always supporting us. Sa lahat ng mga viewers natin. Kasi siya na hindi namin kinapapansin medyo malapit ang bakbakan natin dito sa MPGL.
Yan. Yun nga. As kakasabi mo lang, malapit ang bakbakan. It's finally gonna be the Roshan Attempt from Execration here. Makukuha ba nila? Pero alam na ng Neon Atomic na nandun sila. The power shot will actually give them the right information. Nandun nga. And it's still a long way to go. Medyo mabagal tong Roshan. Tignan natin kung makaka-engage siya ng tama. Problema lang yung Bane. Medyo malayo. And the Doom will come out. It looks like Shadow Fiend is caught out. Ang baba na ng HP niya. The hook shot will land onto him. And the follow-up. Can they get any more done? And it looks like they're diving right now. BKB will be popped inside the Roshan pit. It's finally gonna fall. But it's actually Scandalicious who denies the Aegis. Can they follow up on this? Oh my god. The BKB still alive for Gyrocopter. But it is not enough.
Oh my goodness. Mukhang ito na. Beastmaster yung susunod dito. May magandang force na out of the pit. Pero 3 members na rin Neon Atomic. Phantom Lancer lang ang kapalit dito. And like we mentioned, na-deny yung Aegis. Wala nang mana ngayon dito. Ang ating Beastmaster is just buying the time. Nagpapanggap na puno. At mapapatay siya eventually. 4 members down on the side of Neon Atomic. at least walang Aegis upcoming and at least napatay nila yung Phantom Lancer. But
That's
definitely still a big victory para sa Execration.
Yeah, kasi, I mean, sabihin na natin nakuha nila yung Aegis. But at what cost eh, di ba? Namatay lahat ng teammates mo.
Oo. At ayan, massive tip. I-tip nyo yung nag-deny, yung nagpaka-KYXY dito, which was that Gyrocopter.
Ang ganda nun. Pero sayang, I don't know if it was worth it in the end.
Oo. Well, kilala mo ba si KYXY paring Ilustrado?
Yes.
The one who denied.
Oh, yeah. That's,
yeah. That
international, right?
From the international.
Yeah,
correct.
It was one of the hyper moments, I think. And ito naman yung Puck nandun si Bane. Papatulugin niya muna si Doom. Chili ka lang dyan. Okay. Pero tutuloy niya. Mukhang i-15 script nila. Tapos nandito na lahat ng kakampi ng Neon Atomic. Tutuloy nila ang engagement. The call is gonna be coming out. I think they're just gonna cut their losses here and leave this game.
And syempre, bilang isang tunay na bro, itong si Puck, pinanood niya na nakaharap siya dun sa direction kung saan na mamamatay yung kanyang tropa. Wala siyang ginawa, pinanood lang niya. Parang,
Pag-isipan niya,
I'll see you off.
Sige, ingat.
Ingat na lang next time.
Sorry mauna na ako eh. Hinahanap na ako eh.
TPN from Carl and good heads up naman. Grabe naman.
Ooh, Dagon.
Yup. Easy kill para dito kay Carl.
When you have a Dagon on your Puck, medyo that does not bode well now on the enemy side, and Leshrac will fall as well. So nga, finally, things looking better here for Neon Atomic. I mean, kahit na lahat ng kills na pupunta sa Execration, 3k pa lang naman ang gold advantage. I mean, even the map control, it's not too far gone eh. I mean, I would say that Neon Atomic are in a recoverable position.
Okay. Recoverable position. I like your term. I mean, yes, meron pa silang comeback dito. Again, SF, isa sa mga kings of comebacks. If allowed, again. Gyrocopter, maganda high ground defense.
And Wind Ranger has good push.
Yeah, with Force Fire maybe. Tapos may wave clear sila. Can save the power shot. And Mark, just, cash. Oh, the Doom! Just in the nick of time. And there's nothing that this SF could do. Hindi naman talaga. And
the deny!
Okay.
Ang ganda nun!
Okay. Now we're talking. Napakarami din sa ating laban na to. Dinenay yung Aegis, dinenay yung tropa. And
sobrang swaggalicious ng style points na yun Blink in, deny, envy, peace out.
Shoutout kay Captain Dudot, kay Mark Sugi, kay Eddie Moon, kay Nagu, kay Isopropil, at kay Is That So? Napangular daw ako, pero okay lang yan. That's the BKB. Takbo, lakad matatag. He gets out. At sakto lang yung homing missile para hindi makapag-hook shot. Beautiful. Kaya lang yung torre nila sa top, yun nakapalit.
Yeah. And it looks like finally Execration look like they're going to break away. Ngayon, Phantom Lancer magpupush na sa top lane. And papasok ang Doom, makukuha na niya. Sobrang low na ng Gyrocopter. Susundan yata sila. And he's just gonna blink out actually. They're not gonna pursue him any longer. And they're just gonna be happy trying to take this tower. But as I say that, the Dream Coil will land onto that Bane. And he's gonna be brought down super low. But no, he's gonna be still alive somehow. We'll get back to the fountain. And Gyrocopter will buy back. They look like they want to contest this because nga, survive yung Bane.
Let's see. This is a 5 versus 5 fight for sure. Pero wala ako na yata BKB yung Gyro or cooldown pa lang. I don't know. But again, fairly healthy pa dito mga members sa Execration. No more Dream Coil and no more Doom. But it's still Execration having the better weaponry heading to the fight. And actually, mag-back sila dito. Disciplined enough. Try na lang muna. They want to waste the buyback muna dun sa Gyrocopter.
Yeah, and I think that's a pretty smart decision naman. Force them to waste their gold kasi big deal naman. Pa-buyback sa kanila. Yeah. So I'd say that's a pretty good move there from Execration.
Alright. So, shoutout repping French Angeles City from Platform PS4, sabi ni Eddie Mondi. Shoutout pala kay Vittorio na nandyan. Shoutout kay CSS416. Shoutout to Av na nandyan sa chat natin. How you doing, boys?
Salamat sa pagtatangkilik na esports na Pinoy. Salamat sa pagtitunin. And, thanks for staying with us while we play this exciting game of Dota 2. 34 minutes in and it is neck to neck.
Yeah. Okay, bandang gitna mo kami initiation dito. Cooldown ginamit pero there's the Dagon.
That is that is a dead Wind Ranger. But can they somehow come back? Medyo spread out dito yung members ng Neon Atomic. Kailangan nilang mag-back para mag-defend dito sa tower kasi mukhang magpupush na sila and the Phantom Lancer actually will already be doing so much damage. But somehow they managed to find the Leshrac all the way on the other side of the map, and that's gonna be a nice pick. They can still come out on top with this. The Glyph of Fortification will come out too. So they look like they're gonna be fending off right now Execration from this tower defense.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I think they're just trapping itong Beast Master na hindi makapag-TP back to the base. Not finding any openings. I don't think na may TP nga siya, so kailangan niyang maglakad. And literal na lakad matatag dito. So I think Execration, they still have got a lot of push in them. Ito na kaya nang gagawin. Kanina pa binabakbak ni Nando to. And rightfully so. Really need to push as much. Ito na, ako po may Doom. Okay, hindi pa nila gagamitin dito. Call down. There's the SF ultimate. Sa gitna, decently well. Pero may BKB. Actually, the first one yung Puck. Puck is down for the count. Yung Doom na rin kasama dito. What a nice usage of the Shadow Blade coming out from the Shadow Field.
Yung Requiem of Souls niya sobrang sakto sa gitna. Na-burst na yung Puck. Katabi pa niya naman. And that's 3 people down. That's a very good tower defense there. It's all up to Neon Atomic to figure out what they want to do in response to this.
Wow. Just when you thought Neon Atomic had no fight in them, they strike back. Napakagandang depensa.
Yung pusong Pinoy. Hindi mo papatalo kahit kailan. Kahit alam mong mali ka.
Yeah.
Laban pa rin. Ayun naman. Ganun naman talaga pag Pinoy.
Well. 33 to 22. 3-3-2-2, 36 minutes. Ayos ba yun, mga chong? Tignan natin kung ito na ba ang sinyales ng comeback para sa Neon Atomic, or is it just Execration? It's warming up, you know. Na-shock sila dun sa biglang Shadow Fiend Requiem play coming out from the Shadow Fiend. And maybe magiging prepared na sila with, you know, Sentry Ward sa upcoming na laban.
I mean, medyo alanganin nga yung pasok nila. Di nila alam yung kung saan yung Shadow Fiend, where exactly the key players for Neon Atomic were, kaya siguro pinatalo sa teamfight na yun.
Correct.
And slowly but surely, Neon Atomic makakabalik na sila sa match na to. And that's what we want to see. Nice competitive esports scene. But as we say this, Primal Roar is gonna catch out that Leshrac again. He will fall. But and again, the hook shot will land onto that Bane. They're gonna get him too. And that's a nice trade right there. Suddenly 1-for-1. Let's now see what Execration can do with this, what they just picked up. Medyo malayo yung ibang teammates para sa trade, pero mukhang okay naman yung napili nung nangyari doon. 1-for-1. And so, I think they're gonna be starting to push that middle lane area.
Roshan is up, and I think naspatan to the Execration. Just, saktong-sakto, respawn na ako po, Scadelicious. I think he gets out, yeah. May BKB DP, pero again, BKB expended. This means na hindi sila makakalaban na naman dito sa Roshan. Siguro mapag-split push sila sa bottom lane with Necrobox, Inner Beast, and Shadow Fiend with the right clicks.
At this point, I don't know if it's worth it kasi napakalakas ng potential dito ng Execration para mag-deep dive. And at the same time though, once you get in with that engagement, with that Aegis, napakalaking deal na yun kasi may shields ka ba at this point. Second Roshan.
So, Roshan taken out slowly but surely by Execration. And it seems like Execration, mukhang may tataka sila to. And this time, mukhang wala na makakapag-deny. Which is Nando gets it. Hindi ko alam kung kanino yung keso. And wow, Puck gets a very good rune. Isang arcane rune na nabote pa niya. That means na hindi Dagon, 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to pick up at this point. I mean,
tapos,
sobrang lakas nun.
Yeah, 15 seconds, 20%. That's minus 3 seconds. So that's 12 seconds. Tama ba? I think I'm right.
Oh, and the smoke
30%
will be popped here. It looks like they're gonna look for information. Puck will be baiting that out just to give information that there's nobody there, but eventually they'll be spotting him out. Bane gets caught out. Nightmare will help him escape, but is it enough? I don't think so. He's gonna be blinking in, and the Dagon's gonna do so much damage.
And they're still pushing forward. TP out. Bag dito. The triple yun na nga! Huli ka, boy! And dahil meron nga naman siyang arcane rune, okay lang to. Pwede pa siyang mag-Dagon dito. Because see, momentarily, okay, get it. And syempre, dahil may arcane rune siya, meron pa siyang Dream Coil upcoming. And just like that, nakapatay pa dito si paring Nando ng isang gyrocopter. This is a disaster.
They're trying to go for the tower dive right now, and it almost worked out for them, but finally it looks like Phantom Lancer will back off But that's a big win right there for Execration.
Exactly.
Kasi makakapush sila. Tsaka may, ano pa sila? May Aegis at cheese. Kaya they could look to end this right now kung walang buyback.
Definitely.
I'm not sure if they do.
Definitely. I completely agree. Kasi walang buyback yung Gyrocopter. They know this. At yun na initiation, hindi pa kayo dudum. Yun na nga, hindi na dito. Saktong-sakto. And Dribble tried to save him, pero tinakot sa mukha. Beautiful done. And this time, dahil may Arcade Ult kanina, may Dream Doll na naman. And this is, I think, the beginning of the end.
But it's not gonna matter at this point. I think they're gonna push this successfully. 4 people down, only one Ranger left. And already, look at what Phantom Lancer is doing. Binabanatan na niya ang final towers dito sa base ng Neon Atomic. And things look worse for her. I think this might be